You don't need more motivation, you need more belief. Let that sink in for a second. Because if motivation really worked, you wouldn't be stuck. You wouldn't be starting over every Monday. You wouldn't be waiting for that right moment to finally do what you already know you should be doing. The truth is, you don't have a motivation problem. You have a belief problem. You see, motivation is easy. You can watch a 2-minute video, get hyped up, feel unstoppable, for maybe an hour. But then, when life hits, when things get hard, that motivation disappears. And you're back to zero, doubting yourself, overthinking, avoiding the work. That's because motivation only lasts when it's built on belief. Belief that what you're doing matters. Belief that you're capable. Belief that you can actually win. Think about it. You can't stay motivated to chase something you secretly think you'll never achieve. That's why people quit their goals so easily, not because they're lazy, but because deep down, they don't believe they can do it. Let's break this down. First, belief is built through evidence. You can't talk yourself into believing, you have to prove it to yourself. Every time you do something hard, even small, your brain collects evidence. See? I can do this. That's how confidence grows. Not from hype, not from positive quotes, but from action. So if you want to start believing in yourself, stop waiting for some massive breakthrough. Just take one small action today. Send that email, do that workout, read that one page, because every time you follow through, you're rewriting your story. You're saying, I don't quit on myself anymore. Second, belief is destroyed by comparison. We live in a world where everyone is showing their highlight reel, success, confidence, perfect routines. And you look at that and think, I'll never be like them. But what you don't see are their failures, their doubts, their nights of crying themselves to sleep. You think they believed in themselves from day one? No, they built belief by doing it afraid. So stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Your journey is not supposed to look like theirs. You're not behind, you're just beginning. Third, belief grows when you keep promises to yourself. Every time you say you'll do something and you don't, your brain learns one thing: I can't trust myself. And that's dangerous. Because without self-trust, you can't build belief. So start small. Set a goal you can keep. Even if it's something tiny like waking up 10 minutes earlier or drinking more water. Then do it. Every single day. No excuses. And watch how your self-respect starts to rise. That's belief forming. Not loud, not flashy, but quietly powerful. Fourth, belief requires patience. You can't rush growth. You can't expect instant results. That's the trap of motivation. It makes you crave speed instead of consistency. But belief? It's built in the dark. When nobody's watching. When you keep showing up even though you don't see progress. That's the moment you're actually changing, because you're learning to act from conviction, not emotion. Let me tell you something real. The people who change their lives, they're not the most talented. They're not the smartest. They're the ones who decided to believe in themselves before they had any proof. They took action, failed, learned, and tried again, and that process built unshakable confidence. They didn't wait to feel ready. They just started. So stop chasing motivation like it's a drug. Stop looking for the next video, the next quote, the next speech to fire you up. What you really need is belief, that quiet, steady voice that says, I can do this. Maybe not perfectly, maybe not fast, but I can do it. Because once you believe, your actions change. You stop negotiating with yourself. You stop quitting when it gets hard. You stop caring what people think, because you know your worth, even when others don't see it yet. Here's the truth most people never realize. Belief creates motivation, not the other way around. Once you start believing, motivation follows naturally. You don't need to chase it, it flows from who you're becoming. So, if you've been waiting for motivation to strike, stop waiting. Start believing. Start proving to yourself that you're capable, one action at a time. You refuse to quit. Every single time you whisper to yourself, I can do this, and then actually do it. So here's your challenge. This week, don't focus on feeling motivated. Focus on keeping one small promise to yourself. Because that's how belief grows, quietly, consistently, powerfully. And once you believe in yourself, truly believe, no setback, no failure, no doubt can take that away. If this message hit home for you, I want you to pause for a second and think about one area of your life where you've stopped believing. Now make a decision, not to wait, but to act. Because you don't need more motivation. You just need to start believing again. If this spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Drop a comment below about what belief you're rebuilding right now. And remember to subscribe, not for hype, but for truth that helps you grow. Because this isn't about motivation anymore. It's about becoming the kind of person who doesn't give up, because they finally believe they can win.